Hi everyone, welcome back. And today, we will be doing the official guide for the newest release mission in the Ultimate Mission Xenoverse trilogy, the Advent of the Omnipotent Warrior. So obviously, when it comes to a guide, I want to showcase what items you would bring, what your super soul is, your skills, your preferred skills obviously, and then everything like that. But when it comes to the Advent of the Omnipotent Warrior, it doesn't really matter what skills you bring as Gogeta. Well, not skills, but it doesn't matter what super soul you bring or what items you bring, because he will completely nullify items and your super soul it's your super soul and your items. He'll completely nullify them, right? So it doesn't matter what you have on for those, right? So when it comes to super soul or your battle items, it does not matter, right? Now, what I really want to explain to you guys is skills, right? Skills. These are the most important thing for this mission, right? Because, in my opinion, there are some premium skills that you can bring in to ensure the easiest time in completing this mission. So, the first skill I want to really drive this skill home is Burst Charge. This one's Charger Key, Recover Key, and Explosive Speed, but only for a limited time. This one is really good, right? Because in the guide, you'll notice that I keep knocking Gogeta away, then I use Burst Charge, and then I go into Rise to Action, which gives me stamina back. And then that combo allows me to keep the pressure on Gogeta and making it so he can't attack me. So Burst Charge, along with aforementioned skill, Rise to Action, both of these are very highly recommended in succeeding in this mission. Alright, so next up on the list is Super Guard. Now this skill is really good too. This skill is obviously really good in the guide. You will notice I actually managed to guard Gogeta's God Punisher when my stamina gets broken. I managed to guard the whole attack with Super Guard. After he's finished launching all the beams, I then proceed to get him in a heavy combo, knock him away to get my stamina back. So Super Guard is very good for this too. And now, one you might not be expecting is the one and only fan favorite, super notorious skill, Super God Fist. The most wanted move from Xenoverse 1 for your CACs right here. Now, this move is really good in the fact that in the mission you will notice that I keep Gogeta away from me, because when my stamina gets broken, I need to charge it up, right? But Gogeta will usually charge at you in a straight line, so then you can pop Super God Fist and stall for your stamina to recharge. And not to mention it's good for finishing off combos too, right? To get him away, to buy some time for you to charge up your ki, and then get some stamina back. Now, when it comes to Evasives, Awakening skills, ultimate attacks, and then your second ultimate attack, now, for Evasives, you can pretty much choose whatever you want, right? I went with Spirit Explosion. I'm actually not using my CAC in this mission, but I'll show you who I'll be using. But I went in with Spirit Explosion, but Vanisher Guard might honestly be the better option, because you can pretty much dodge Gogeta's whole God Punisher with this skill. It's very good. It's very good. The Spirit Explosion only costs 200 stamina, right? But this one's pretty much up to you, right? You really don't need to have either of these. Just don't use Spread Shot Retreat. Just don't do it. You can't do it. No, just don't do that. Explosive Wave would be good. Break Strike, Energy Field, Vegeto's, what is it? I forget what it's called. Force Shield, I think that's what Gogeta's is. Energy Dome would be good. There's a lot of good evasives. You can pretty much pick whatever you want, but I think the two best ones are these two, right? Because this one can dodge a whole ultimate at a time, while this one is very good in knocking Gogeta away from you, with a very low cost of only 200 stamina, too. Now, Awakening skills. I went with Super Saiyan 1 to 3, but Potential Unleash is probably the best one you can use, honestly. Because you get your ki, you don't have slow down stamina or ki recovery, so I still think Potential Unleash is the best one for you to use. And then, obviously, the Super Saiyans, and obviously, I don't have, Purification, Go Giant, Go Gold, or whatever they're called, because I'm a Saiyan. But I do think Potential Unleash is probably the best Awakening skill for you to use. And I think Super Saiyan and Go Golden would be pretty good too. I don't really have much experience with those skills, but they definitely be very useful for this mission in particular. Alright, so here's the EX limit break Kamehameha. If you don't know what this skill is, this is the reward skill you get for the completing the mission. You will not have the skill no matter what. Unless, like, it somehow glitches your game and you might start out with it, which is weird. I mean, it can happen because of the way IDs work, but enough about that. Alright, so this one is the definition of power lies here in the skill. The skill will absolutely shake the foundation of the planet and wipe out anything standing in its wake at a hefty cost of 1,000 ki. The skill is only attainable with a reward. So this skill here, it will completely nuke pretty much anything in your way. I mean, I know testing this skill, I mean, I had to nerf it like 3 different times because it just did too much damage, right? But you'll notice in the showcase video, I completely almost one-shot my enemy with it, right? It's like Power Rush, but pretty much the blast version of that. Very good skill, but it would not be good in this mission. Let me give you guys a hint, by the way. A certain somebody in this mission actually carries this skill, so be on the lookout for that. Alright, so now ultimates that you should use. Alright, guys, you might be kind of surprised by this number. It's a pretty large number, but I meant the grand total of useful ultimates in this mission are 0. 0. They're all completely nullified because Gogeta completely nullifies ultimates and super attacks. All damage from them are completely wiped out. The only good ones I can think of would be Energy Zone, Savior's Cobb, and Body Change. This one, because you can still heal, you can actually heal from this, right? But you need to have, Gogeta needs to have his stamina broken and knocked across the map, right? This one's probably not that good, but I mean, this one probably one of your best options. Savior's Come would be, I guess, be useful, right? I mean, you can knock Gogeta away, and then you pop it, and then nothing happened. I guess if you just want to show off the Gogeta for some reason, go right ahead, be my guest. And then Body Change doesn't work. It would be useful, but it does not work. So, boo-hoo, right? Oh well, what are you going to do? It'd be like that sometimes. Alright, so that's pretty much it when it comes to ultimates. And now, before we hop into the mission, I'm going to actually show you guys what the build I'm running with. I'm not actually going as my CAC. I don't fight as good as my CAC as I do as Goku. Right, I see I have the same exact skill set one that I had for my CAC. My ultimate attacks and awakening skill are different from my CAC, right? And my evasive. I have Dragon Fist and Super Kamehameha on, but you'll notice I never even use these skills once, they're just there. Just to fill the empty space, right? And then Super Saiyan, I have Super Saiyan 3 as my max. You will notice I pop this a lot to get some extra damage in, but it can also be heavily bad because you will suffer from the fact that it has very low stamina recovery, but you can still rock it if you really want to. Then I obviously have Combo Type B. Then I have my Super Soul, which is pointless. It does not matter which one you put on. Gogeta will automatically set yours to be locked. But look, you see my Limit Burst is attack up, Ki auto recovery. You'll notice in the mission, it becomes health recovery instead. It's because Gogeta locks it. And then my costume, obviously. These are just glitch. I don't know why these are here. But obviously this is my costume, right? We have them. Alright, then we have my stats. I'm with Combo Type. Yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to builds and items and whatnot. So let's actually hop right into the mission itself. The main reason why everybody's here. Because I need to teach you guys how to win this mission. Because you definitely are going to need it. So let's dive right into it. Oh, and you'll notice, you can actually get the normal God Punisher from this too, along with capsules. Capsules, I think, are guaranteed to drop, and then God Punisher has a 97% chance of dropping. The EX Limit Break Kamehameha actually has a 95% chance of dropping, so you're not even guaranteed to get it. So, I mean, if there's going to be that one unlucky person out there who's going to be like, oh, I went in the mission, I didn't get it. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, it's somehow just be like that. I mean, we gotta live on the edge, right? We can't make things too easy. What are you guys talking about? We can't be doing that. Oh, no. And then you will see Gogeta will use the battle skill. That is just the ability in the mission. It's explained in the actual text box. Right, the battle skill is pretty much... It's just like a surplus of abilities you get throughout the fight. It's not an actual in-game like thing he'll activate. But he will actually activate a health regen for 20% of his HP, but he can only do it one time. He does it when he goes Super Saiyan. So that's pretty much what the battle skills are, but I really do like the mechanic. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. Because it changes up the way you play. And then you obviously see the reward, 30.7 million Zenny. Then you have the time limit of 33 minutes. And then you have defeat Gogeta or 30 minutes and 7 seconds pass. Sorry about the jump cut, guys. I had to do something really fast, but yeah. When you defeat Gogeta or 30 minutes and 7 seconds pass, what you need to keep in mind is that 30 minutes and 7 seconds will only apply to Blue Gogeta, will not apply to Super Saiyan Gogeta or Base Gogeta. The mission would just end at that point if you run out of time, and then the lose conditions of play gets defeated. So that's pretty much all you guys need to know about the mission itself, the pre-marital mission stuff. So let's dive right into the main event, people. Okay, so here we are in the mission, right? But instead of me commentating over the mission while I'm playing it, I'm going to commentate over my gameplay of the mission instead, because let me tell you something. This was not the easiest thing in the world to record, right? The main reason being is that, I mean, just saying you need to focus is an understatement. This mission, no lie, took me about 30 tries. It's either 30, 20, 25, somewhere in that range, 20 or 30 tries. This was very, very hard to record. I mean, I wasn't actually recording my microphone when I'm playing this, but if I was recording my microphone, I mean, there would have been nothing in the background, just crickets chirping, plain silence, nothing going on. I mean, this is just insane. Like, the amount of effort it takes to complete this mission, like vanilla, right? And you might be noticing, oh my god, what are you doing? You're going as Goku? Yes, I'm going as Mentor Variant Goku. And, I'll show you guys the moves I have on in here. You can use this with your CAC too, right? I make sure every single move here can be applied to CACs. And you can do this exact build with your Mentor Goku, right? We're obviously rocking the new outfit. Yeah, I meant... Let me tell you, it felt so good to win. I've never... This was easily the hardest mission I've ever recorded. It's just insane. I mean, I just finished recording, right? And I'm just blown away by that mission. It's just insane how hard it is. But let me tell you, when you win, it's so satisfying. So, alright. But enough of the chit-chat. Let's get into it. Alright, here we go. I mean, I skipped over this, right? Because I'm just in a marathon right now. Just bolting through each of the ones, alright? So, obviously, you have about 15 seconds to charge your ki before Gogeta actually comes in to the mission. Like, he's talking to Whis here. You use this time to power up. And you can see your skills, right? We got God Fist, Rise to Action, Super Guard, and Burst Jump. Alright, so God Fist. Yes, we use a Super Guard here. He will always start out with a God Punisher, by the way. He will always start out with it. No matter what you do, he will always start out with a God Punisher. Okay, so as you see here, we have God Fist, Rise to Action, Super Guard, and Burst Charge. Burst Charge is used because you're going to need ki, like dire, like certain points in the mission, you'll be struggling for ki, so you're gonna need to charge up after you knock Gogeta away from you to use Rise to Action to get your stamina back. Right? I mean, you will notice me just like going absolutely ham with Rise to Action. I mean, get used to hearing Goku say, "Alright, let's do this thing." Get used to him saying that. You're going to hear it an awful lot. Let me tell you that all. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I'm in the full try-hard mode here. We break a stamina here, right? And we just go to town, right? I'm usually going with full heavy combos, right? It just gets us so much fun, but you can do it right now. So I go Super Saiyan 3. As me, I'm just trying to get through this as fast as possible, right? So as you see, we're knocking Gogeta away, and we're spamming Rise to Action to get our ki back. Every time he leaves himself open, we use Rise to Action. I God Fist him here, right? And then I kick him away, I think. I do not actually. I thought I threw him right here, right? But as you see, whenever he vanishes, right, I hold my kicks back, right? And then it usually breaks his stamina if he does an ultimate. If he ever does an ultimate, it'll break his stamina. And I had to do a quick thing. So then I de-transform because my stamina recovery goes up when I'm untransformed. And as you see what I'm doing right here, right? I'm wasting all my stamina so I can use, so I can break the stamina and then get a huge boost. See, I God Fist him, and then here I am, I'm waiting for him to come at me. I God Fist him again, and then I charge up. So then I realize breaking my stamina is not worth it, so I keep charging up using God Fist. Then I keep doing Rise to Action to get my stamina back. I mean, there's Goji just standing there. He's just unbelievable. Like, he is really smart when it comes to faking you out. Like, he'll do anything in his power to do so, right? He'll stand there, stare at you, and then you punch, he just guards, breaks your stamina, uses God Punisher to just end your run, right? Like, it's crazy. As you see here, I'm just picking them up and throwing them. You're going to see this a lot, by the way. And when you're going through this mission, if you go through this vanilla, and yes, I am doing all this vanilla, by the way. I am using no mods here. None whatsoever. This is all vanilla content, right? Alright, so I use Burst Charge, right? I'm just waiting for him to get to me, and then I keep throwing him, right? Then I'm going to use Rise to Action, I'm going to keep using it to get all my stamina back, and then we're going to go back and lock ourselves in combat with Gogeta. We do a Just Guard exchange right there, then I break his stamina, and I use this time to get some extra free punches or kicks with Gogeta here. Then I kick him away, then we do the Rise to Action to get some stamina back. Pop a check at his HP real quick. And then if you time it right? If you time breaking his stamina in when he's doing the EX God Punisher, by the way. I know I talked about this a lot in the actual showcase video, but his EX God Punisher, during most of the frames of his God Punisher animation, right? So when he's flying towards you with the two balls of energy, right? When he's about to chuck them at you, he's immune to being stamina broken. But as soon as he stops and then chucks them at you, he can have the stamina broken. And as he's charging up the two balls of energy. But everything else he's immune to being stamina. His stamina is immune to being broken, right? That's the difference between his God Punisher and then the normal God Punisher, right? And then he's just a super combat Mihawk here. And as you see, we're just laying down the wall and Gogeta. I'm just not letting him touch me at all. Like, I mean, you might be thinking, this does not even look that hard, but trust me, as soon as he starts getting some grabs in on you, then he hits you with a clash, you would have an exchange shot with him, then he breaks my stamina here, and then I get super guard off, right? He does God Punisher, then he's left open, so I kick him away, and then I charge my key, right? Then he flies towards me and he's God Fist, right? As you can see, now you're going to start seeing why God Fist is so important. And then you will notice, I don't ever use any of my ultimates, right? Spoiler, but I never use any of my ultimates. I haven't used them a single time in this whole mission. The main reason he is completely immune to every single ultimate that goes. Nothing will do damage to him. He's completely immune. They actually will do damage, but they will do like about 10, 20, 30 damage out of like the 200,000 HP he has. It's insane. He does the God Punisher here. Yeah, the time for stamina breaking him is so small, but if you time it right, you can use it. Alright, so as you see, we're kicking him into the ground here. What's he doing? Then he does this. I'm trying to break his stamina. I'm trying to catch him with him blocking so I can break his stamina. Get a bunch of free shots. Go with the God Punisher. We did it late. Couldn't do it. Then, as you see, I hit him with the heavy and then I break his stamina. And I just continue just tumbling him to the ground. I kept getting him away here and then use Rise to Action. As you can see, it's just constant Rise to Action. Like, I'm constantly using it over and over. I got paranoid there. I wasn't able to just guard him in time, so I needed to use Super Guard. You see me charge our back attack and broke his stamina. He's about to go Super Saiyan, by the way. Let's see, I'm Trunks. I think he's about to go Super Saiyan. I don't remember last time I took Super Saiyan. I was too busy trying to explain a couple things. No, he's transformed. You're actually making me take this seriously. And now we go Super Saiyan. Let's go! And now, here, right at this part, there is a 50-50 chance he will use the God Punisher, right? It's not guaranteed he'll use it. I got lucky he didn't use it this time, right? There's a 50-50 chance he's going to do it. There's no guarantee that he will. It's completely RNG. Sometimes he does, but most of the time I feel like he doesn't. I mean, if he does, it's not a big deal. I mean, you can just block him. But something interesting is if he starts the match out with the God Punisher, you can't break his stamina at all during it. It's really scary. Or you can block it easily, then catch him with heavy after that. It's not. Alright, so then we hit him with the God Fist and dodges it. And like as you can see, he's just completely overwhelming. He hits. Look how much a grab does. And he loves using grabs. He loves using grabs. We hit him with the heavy here. Get our stamina back. Then we hit him with the more heavies. And then we knock him to the ground. We kick him away. Do some Rise to Action. Pat our cheeks. Alright, do that. And with the 1-2, break the stamina. As you see, if you watch that clip over and over, you will eventually realize the perfect timing in order to break the stamina. They're very precise, but you can do it after a while. I mean, this mission is just so stressful, right? I mean, your run can end. Yeah, and then he hits me. Look how much damage that does. It's insane. It's pretty much playing keep away with Gogeta for as long as possible, trying to prevent him from hitting you. You will notice this later on. I mean, this run actually was not very good. Like, during the Super Saiyan Gogeta portion of the fight, the run wasn't the craziest, right? But I managed to pull it, like, I pull it out in the end, right? Like, I clutch it. Like, we obviously win, because I will not upload a failed attempt for the guide, right? I want to prove a point that this mission is possible with vanilla content. Definitely want to prove that. So we get some more heavies in. And as you can see, we knocked him out of white health a good minute ago, so we can start doing damage now. Alright, then he hits us with a grab. Like, look at our HP. You guys remember when that was full? Yeah. You see how fast this mission can turn on you? But I have some really good news. You do have a healing limit boost. No matter who you go as, remember, Gogeta uses his intimidation ability to lock your Super Soul. So when he locks your Super Soul, he locks you with a Super Soul that heals you. So thankfully, you'll be able to heal from it. Alright, so then we can lay down, we're just laying down the wall. Obviously, when he uses his evasive, we just use rise to action, right? I mean, here I'm just trying to stamina away him, right? You will notice, eventually I'm adapting to how he's doing that, and I'm adapting to the frame in which I can break his stamina, or hit him with a heavy after his advantage guard, right? And you have to have a frame-perfect hit after the attack, right? You need to have a frame-perfect hit. Otherwise, you won't be able to break his stamina. I mean, you won't break his stamina, but you won't be able to hit him in the actual combo, right? It has to be frame-perfect, but I eventually, you'll notice later on, I start adapting. But normally what you guys should do is whenever he uses rise to action, I mean not rise to action, when he uses advantage guard, you guys should use your rise to action. I mean, rise to action really isn't required to say, but I mean, guys, I mean, it's very helpful, I'll tell you that much. Like, this skill has helped me a very, very, very good amount of this mission. I don't know if it would be possible without it for me, but, I mean, it's definitely possible without it, like, you would notice that later. And here, you look at our HP and you might think it's certain doom for you, right? But spoiler alert, I don't get touched one more time in this phase, because I at this point, hold on. Sorry about that. I had to take a break. But, during this part here, I'm just so focused in on getting Gogeta down, all the way to Super Saiyan Blue. I'm just, I don't want to use my limit burst until Blue Gogeta, right? And that's what you guys should do too. Do not, under any circumstance, use your limit burst to hit Blue Gogeta. Don't do it. I don't care how tough it is. Restart the mission again. You see here, I'm breaking my stamina. I kick him away. Yep, see, kick him away, and then I just try stalling to get my stamina back. He flies towards me, I hit him with Goblins and misses, but then I do it again. That could have been catastrophic, by the way, if you decided to try some kind of funny trick. We break a stamina here. Oh, we don't? Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, this run just happened, so I do remember some key moments from this. Alright, so we hit him with the kicks, the 1-2s, the 3-4s, the 5-6, 7-8s. We're not going to knock him into the same blue here, right? It's not enough. Not enough. By the way, if he would have got priority right there, I would have died. I would have lost him. But luckily, I ended up getting priority. I think it was because of our stamina. I think. But now, anyways, he's in blue, right? Alright, so we obviously switched to the Time Rift, which is a much better stage, by the way. Alright, he hits you with the new skill you get from this, by the way. The EX Limit Break MMA hits you with that. It does 5% of your HP, but as you see, we pop our Limit Burst immediately. Then you keep him away from you until you get a decent amount of HP, so we can't one-shot him, right? Because I have lost to this Gogeta before when I had a very small sliver of HP, right? I had a very small sliver, and I still lost to him because even during the Limit Burst, he can still KO you. Don't forget it. But luckily, our stamina is also recovering, right? I mean, you'll just notice here, I'm just going absolute, like, crazy try-hard mode. I am completely overwhelming Gogeta here. I'm just not letting him attack, right? Because, like I said, at this point, I've gone through this mission about 30 times or something like that. I have lost complete count, right? Because I have recorded a lot of my failed attempts, but about maybe 15 I haven't recorded, right? Because a lot of them are just silent. See, we break his stamina, and we're just completely locking him down in his heavy. You might be feeling like, oh god, look at all these heavy dude. Like, do you do anything else? And to that, I say, I can, but I choose not to. And the simple fact is that these do the most damage. I mean, you can do lights, spam lights till you, I don't know, until the cows jump over the moon. I mean, you can spam lights all you want, but it's not going to do anything. It does no damage. You may as well do the thing that does the most damage. And I beat this mission in record time, too. At this point, I could be upwards, well, near the end of the Blue Gogeta fight, I'm upwards 22 minutes, right? It's crazy. Oh, by the way, I think I just realized, at this point, I don't think I take any more damage from Blue Gogeta. I think I completely just nullify every single thing he does. But, like, I am just, like, my eyes are just glued to the TV. I'm just, like, having a stare down with the TV, just observing every frame of Gogeta's movements, trying to predict what's going to do next. Because I've gone through this so many times, I completely memorize a lot what he does. Like, he starts, and by the way, I don't know if this is in-game design or what, but I swear that he reads your he gets way more serious when he's on low HP. By the way, if that limit break Kamehameha hits you, you one-shot. You're done. If that hits you, you're done. It doesn't matter how much HP you have. You could, limit burst at full HP and you're dead. You won't survive. It just does too much damage. If you look at the skill details, you'll realize. If you haven't seen the other video, the EX limit break Kamehameha is the skill reward from this mission, right? This is my own custom-made skill, by the way. I put this in just as another fun, like an incentive to this, right? Obviously, a collector would like this skill, and hey, that is another skill for people to collect, right? I mean, it's not required, you don't have to get it, but I thought it was like, you know what, I'll put the skill in. It'd be a lot of fun, But as you had to sit in HP check, right, he's 150k, he starts at 237,000, 237,000, but as you see, I'm just not letting him touch it. I mean, I've completely just memorized everything he's done, right, like, it's crazy. Now he's 126k. I'm constantly checking his HP, like... I mean, at this point, I remember in one of my runs, I got him down all the way to 40,000 HP. From like 180,000 HP all the way down to 40,000, I had like a sliver of HP left. And then I got tapped and I lost. Well, it can happen. It doesn't matter how good the run's going. If Gogeta catches you, like, I mean... I swear, if he catches you with your ass crack out, I mean, you're done. You're done. The mission is done. Like, curtains, set, like, done. Like, it's completely over if he catches you. Like, you don't want that to happen. No way. Like I said, I'm like, my adrenaline is pumping right now. I mean, I just finished, like, oh my god. Like, I'm rewatching this and I'm just feeling my adrenaline go up. I feel like grabbing my controller and start mashing the I feel like mashing the Y button. And yeah, here we go, we get him out of white HP. And we get him with a break of stamina again. You're gonna notice something really cool too. Like, he hasn't touched it. He has not touched it yet. I mean, like I said, I'm in full try-hard mode right now. Like, my whole room could have exploded. Like, there could have been like an eruption next to me and I wouldn't have noticed it because I was so focused on the game. Like, I'm just like mashing the buttons as hard as I can when I'm him into a combo, right? Like, watch, right here, I start memorizing what he's doing, right? Every time he uses Advantage Regard, I'm starting to adapt to when he gets out of it, then I do something pretty cool with it. And I think a very short amount of time from now, you're gonna see something really cool in about like a minute or so. I think it's not after this. Yeah, right here, watch this. I'm breaking some... Wait, is it right here that happened? Yep, right there. Yeah, you see, I timed it for when he got out of it. It was insane, and something really cool is about to happen again. right after this combo. I'm gonna knock him into a chain and I'm gonna break his stamina twice. Watch this. Gone again. See, like it's insane. It's insane. Really crazy. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I mean, as you can see, like I am just locking him down. You know, just a flurry, an onslaught, a barrage, a massacre. Every synonym for onslaught there is, I am doing this right now. Right? I mean, there were some runs too where Gogeta's completely just gone ham, right? He went ham and cheese. I mean, he just barraged it, right? It's like, he fakes you out, stops you, breaks your stamina, knocks you into 500 combos, knocks you all around the map, and then he hits you with the God Punisher, and there we go, we win, right? You actually don't KO Gogeta, right? You don't KO him. He actually just teleports out of the mission. Well, not out of the mission, he just teleports out. He teleports away. So, as you're gonna see, the reward is very high. I think it went so high it reset.
Incredible!
And then we get like 63 million, and he's crazy. You get a regen capsule, and then there's the skill, right? A fun fact about the skill is, and then we get 20 TP medals. There's actually a glitch. Alright, let me reset the footage, by the way. So we're not looking at a white screen. But, there was a glitch when the mission was in the actual showcase itself, I think. Was there? I think there was a glitch, right? Where, what happened was, you got like 67 TP medals or something like that. It was a glitch, right? It was when I was first making the mission, I accidentally put in a second value. You got extra TP medals when you shouldn't have. But it's been fixed. Oh yeah, but the EX limit break coming out, right? It has a 95% chance of dropping, so there'll be someone out there who doesn't get the skill and just throws their computer in the middle of the nearest highway. Yeah, it has a 95% chance of dropping, and then the God Punisher has a 97% chance of dropping, so I mean, it is it's so possible that someone is so unlucky and they don't get the skill. I mean, it's crazy, but that's just the way it goes, right? I mean, listen, like, you gotta listen to the end sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? I mean, Jesus. Like, that was crazy. Like I said, I mean, as soon as you win that mission, you see Gogeta pull out, like, do the transmission, and out of the mission he goes, and then you see that beautiful, the light at the end of the tunnel. You see the ultimate finish, and you're like, oh, finally, it's over. And then you get the reward that, at that point, I'm surprised my computer didn't catch on fire, because how many numbers there were, but, I mean, you see all those numbers, it's just the most satisfying crap in the world. I mean, oh my god, like, when you go through this mission like 400 times, and then you finally win. Like, it's really, 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 really euphoric, right? It's good. It's really good. And I really hope you guys learned a bit about this mission, right? So when you guys go through your endeavors, you might realize, oh, okay, so I can chain him in the stamina break, right? I can do heavy, 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 heavy homing attack, dash behind him, lock him in the chain, he'll teleport and use an ultimate U back attack and break his stamina twice in a row, right? So you can get the extra damage in, which is very, 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 very good. Like, you definitely want that. And also, don't forget the second win condition, defeat Gogeta in 30 minutes and 7 seconds, right? Or the 30 minutes and 7 second pass. You're never gonna get that one. But that, oh, by the way, that only applies to Blue Gogeta. That does not apply to Base or Super Saiyan. Meaning, the mission will just fail if you, I think the mission will fail. I'm not sure, I think the mission will just fail if you, run out of time against Base or Super Saiyan Gogeta. But yeah. It's crazy. I kind of have a loss for words. I mean, that was just easily the hardest video I think I've ever recorded, I'd say. Because even in the showcase video, I didn't actually win the mission, right? I just got the Blue Gogeta, I showcased most of the mission, and I was like, okay, that's good enough, we'll publish this. But I wanted this to be recorded. By the way, I'm recording this before the mission even goes live, right? But I wanted to say, alright. Before this becomes accused as impossible, I need to record some proof that it is possible to beat it with only vanilla content, right? I need to prove a point in saying that this is possible. It's just very difficult. It's so difficult. I don't think I can run through this mission. I don't know, like the next 3 years or something like that. Jeez, I mean, this is insane. Like, if you guys saw how many attempts it took, you'd understand, right? I mean, your guys are only gonna see the winning run, right? But for me, it took so many runs. So much of the same music in my ears, then I lose, and then I hear Bulma say, oh, now you know about the Hero Coliseum? Just insane. I'm very glad I won. I'm very glad I can prove it's possible, and I really do hope I taught you guys something about this mission too. So if you guys watch this mission video before you even attempt the mission, you now have a head start and like some boosted knowledge about the mission itself, which is really good to know. Like, I learned some new things in here too, like the perfect frame to hit the enemy out of Vanisher Guard. I noticed that you could chain in stamina breaks for the enemy against AI, obviously. This will probably won't apply to human players. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Yeah, it's just insane. I've been recording for 25 minutes. This video itself, and we're still at a loss for. It's just pure craziness. But it feels really good. It feels really good. And I really do hope you guys enjoyed this mission because, I mean, yeah, I really did enjoy recording it. I really did. Yeah, definitely. I really did enjoy recording it. It's a lot of fun. And I do hope you guys also enjoyed this mission. Definitely hope you guys like the limit rate comment. If you guys want to see more of that, you can let me know. Because I do plan on probably making custom X2M skills for these future missions too. And don't forget, this is the first mission to ever include an X2M with a star, which is really exciting. And also, speaking of X2Ms, the boy Zero is the guy who made the Gogeta and Super Gogeta models, I'm pretty sure. But his links are in the description and on the page itself where you download it, and triple, third time's a charm, in the RAR file itself. So, I mean, his links there. The boy Friedrich, Hal Bettler Music, I think that's his name. I might have mispronounced it. But yeah, shout-outs to him too for the music, right? The Blue Gogeta theme in this mission, yeah, definitely shout-outs to him for that. Yeah, I don't know any of the music. But I definitely wanted to say those shout-outs to him. Also, shout-out to everybody who's made it to this point, because I've been rambling on for about 27 minutes over this mission. Well, I had to do it, right? I mean, I had to share my experiences and thoughts and then knowledge on this mission with everybody else, so they know what to expect going into this. I actually probably would recommend watching this guide before you attempt it, but the guide will obviously be going live after the actual mission goes live, so people probably would have attempted it by then. But you never know. You never know. You got that little Timmy who will stumble across this video, and then he'll see the mission itself downloaded, then check out the guide, then play the mission itself. Right? But either way, I don't want to end this before it becomes way too long. I'm just full of energy right now from this mission. I got the blood's flowing, the veins are popping, they're going crazy. But I'm just gonna end this here. I'll be talking for another hour. Like I said, thanks again, guys, for checking out the video. If you guys want to check out the EX Limit Break comment now, you can check out the showcase video where I actually show it in there. And Gogeta uses it in the actual mission itself. Like, if you want to know a full list of the changes between the showcase video and then this version, because there are changes in the mission between both. But this version I was playing on in the video is the version you guys have. No changes at all have been made, unless it was a bug fix. Yeah, but that's it. That's pretty much it, guys. And thanks again for everybody who made it here. Thanks again for everyone who downloads it, comments, leaves their opinions, showcases, whatever it may be. Thanks again to everybody. And I guess I'll catch you all next time.